I'm remembering a story about Fuka, a lady named Fuka, and she weaved a mat. We call it the whala Fuka. The Samoans believe that it's the first mat ever woven. When Fuka gave birth to her daughter, she started weaving the mat to give her daughter away in marriage. Long story short, one day they were taken to Tonga, and when they went, her daughter had become aged. And when the Tongans came to Samoa, we believe that the Tongans came because our women were beautiful, and they took wives from Samoa back to Tonga. Don't get me wrong. Give me 1 minute to explain. So the story and the legend of Samoa goes like this. When they arrived in Tonga, they saw thousands of people within the two Tonga's palace. And the story goes that what happened was, the lenga is something that the Samoans took over there. So the Samoan women, they used to oil themselves up with the lenga, or the turmeric, with oil. And this is how they present themselves to the king. So when the king had awoken in the morning, he became two. The Tongan people saw that the king had lenga all over him, and all the ladies of Samoa had lenga on them as well. So we have the word in Samoa, mōlefonga. They were all sentenced to death. And when Fuka had arrived and went ashore with her daughter and this Ie, they saw that. So what she did was she told her daughter to kneel in the Malay, or within the quarters, and she put the Ie over her. We call this Ie Tonga, or to bow, to ask for forgiveness. And when the two Tonga saw this, he said, rise. These people will live. Your Ie Tonga, or the mat, whala Fuka, will now be called kasi aiafi, which means one Ie, but thousands lived. Till this day, that Ie is still in Samoa, kasi aiafi. This Ie stayed in Tonga until one day, one of the princesses went back to Samoa, to Savai, where he comes from. It's a small island. Because the guy was handsome there, he asked for his hand in marriage. And the sisters said to the princess, if you want our brother in marriage, bring that Ie to us. When she brought this Ie Samoa back, we changed the name Ie Tonga. From that day to this day, it's still called Ie Tonga. This Ie has brought our people together and bounded us in love. Everything we do in the Pacific, we are related in language and in love. There are so many stories that link us together. This is one of them.